So, you are looking for a new phone? Well, why not look at a phone that was released last year? This is the OnePlus 9. Let's discuss the usability in 2022 because honestly, why not? Especially for the prices that it currently goes for. Either way, let's jump into the video. So, the OnePlus 9, yes, a phone that was released last year. How dare I talk about it now? Don't you think you should focus on new phones? Well, keep that thought for a moment and let me convince you otherwise. Let me show you why the OnePlus 9 is still a good option if you are currently on the market for a new phone. To begin with, when it comes to the OnePlus 9, as stated, it is just about a year old and it is a phone I would recommend at the release date because of the value behind it, like having for instance a 6.55 inch 120Hz AMOLED display with a max brightness of 1100 nits, and in terms of colors it also holds up really well. And of course you do get that Snapdragon 888 inside, or maybe because of the 8 till 12 GB of RAM. Heck, we could even make a discussion about the camera setup. But let's start at the beginning, the experience of the device. Let's start with software. The OnePlus 9, while being released with Android 11, is now upgradable to Android 12. And yes, this is still with Oxygen OS, because while OnePlus had it planned to fuse ColorOS and of course Oxygen OS, they stepped back. They looked at feedback from their users and decided against it. Yes, you heard it correct. OnePlus listened to what you had to say. This means OnePlus will still provide you with, of course, being outside of China, with Oxygen OS. Either way, it's no surprise that overall software experience on the OnePlus device is pretty smooth, having not experienced any lags or any problems. But overall, if software is one of the reasons you would want to update again after owning, for instance, a OnePlus 9, I would honestly say that you shouldn't. If you are looking for a new device while still owning, of course, an older device like the OnePlus 7 or a device around that age, then the OnePlus 9 can give you that updated experience and work well. This includes some features that come with the OnePlus 9, like for instance fast charging. Where some brands are removing the charger to make more profit, the OnePlus 9 still ships with one, and a big one at that, 65 watt charging. This means it takes about 30 minutes to fully charge your device. And of course, it also comes with wireless charging, allowing about 15 watts. But let's talk about battery, because surely with a 4500 mAh battery, it won't last that long. Well, that is somewhat true. The OnePlus 9 does have a 4500 mAh battery, and it isn't going to hugely impress you in terms of battery life. But you can expect it in normal to light heavy use to make it till the end of the day. But if for some reason you cannot, you can of course charge it really fast with that included charger. Now, there is no denying that these days most of the upgrades are down to the camera, or at least that is what you are made to believe. And this is partially true. With phones that keep getting bigger and bigger sensors and of course higher megapixel counts, yes, you do get an upgrade. But that doesn't mean that a 1-year-old device is bad by any means. This includes the OnePlus 9. The camera system, after all, is a 48 megapixel sensor with a 1.8 aperture for the main sensor with a 1/143 inch sensor size, combined with of course that 50 megapixel ultra wide that also has a decent sensor size with a 2.2 aperture and a 1/1.56 sensor size. These combined can take some good shots, though I will have to give some feedback. Some of them can look like there's a filter on top of it. While overall colors can look more true to life in some cases, it can also look too bright and in some cases having that weird filter effect that I was talking about before. I still think that the camera holds up pretty well, and this includes video recording, allowing you to record up to 8K and 30 frames per second. Though granted, I find 8K recording on the phone a bit iffy and I don't think it's worth it. I prefer quality of pixels over the number of them. But then again, if this is something you are looking for in a device, the OnePlus 9 does have that possibility for you. Here are some shots sticking with the OnePlus 9 before I end up this video. So, is the OnePlus 9 still worth it in 2022? Yep. Well, of course it is. It's still a great device and it offers a lot of things that you get with current devices as well. And I think the price that it's going for currently makes this a really compelling package, even more so than when it was released. Either way, the OnePlus 9 for me is still a stellar package, and I think this is something that should definitely be on your shortlist if you are looking to upgrade your older device. If you already have a OnePlus 9, would I say upgrade to a OnePlus 10 Pro? Definitely not. Most of these devices hold up really well. I think like 2 or 3 years you can easily use a device like this. So the OnePlus 9 definitely falls under that category. Either way, let me know in the comments below what you think about the OnePlus 9. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe and do all that stuff so it helps the YouTube algorithm. Either way, hope you enjoyed the video. And of course, talk to you guys in the next.